Okay, HadesOmega here. I'm doing a quick vlog video here. It's a nice summer night, and it's time to go pack some bearings right now. So what I'm doing is these are the front bearings for my KLR650 25-1051. This is the part number. It's an all balls racing little kit here. Comes with a nice little sticker, and so the front only comes with two bearings that are exactly the same, and a seal. So there you go. So I'm just gonna right now what I'm doing is I'm gonna pack these bearings with extra grease because they don't really put a lot of grease in them, and then I have a front hub here. I'm gonna go change the bearings on, but I'll save that for later date. I'll combine it with the video. Oh man, this magnet is all messed up. Anyway, yeah. So if the wheel's not on it, it'll be a lot easier to do. But what I was thinking is, so take a note of that. See how far that goes in there. It goes in quite a bit. This is the speedo side. Goes in quite a bit. I think the bearings are still fine on this, but alright, so I got a press here. I can use that to help me out, but I'm gonna use the freeze and push it in method. Hopefully freeze and heat the hub method. Hopefully that'll work. So here it goes. If you've seen my other videos, it's fairly easy to open these seals because they're rubber. Very malleable, so you just take a little screwdriver, a really skinny one, and then just pry in it. Boom, there you go, it's open. And then yep, so there's some grease in there. I'm just gonna add to it, and make sure you do both sides. Well, I mean, just adding extra grease will help, you know. It help keep the dirt out and everything, so that's the reason I'm doing this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the rest of the rubbers out. I'll probably do one side first, and then I'll put the cover back on, and then I'll do the other side. Okay, I got it nice and packed. I'm using this Valvoline grease stuffs. So I'm going to go ahead and put the covers back on. It doesn't think it matters which one goes where, they're the same. There might be some excess that comes out when you squeeze it in there. There you go. Try not to make a mess here. Alright, so that means, so if some stuff comes out, that means you packed it pretty good. So I'm gonna go clean out that excess. So you can see some of that grease starting to come out the other side. So that means I did a pretty good job. But just still, actually, I don't know. I would say that's a good amount of grease already. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pack this side too. But like I said, that looks fine already. Well, yeah, when you put the cover back on, it's gonna squeeze the excess out, and eventually, yeah, and it may make a big mess. So what you want to do is kind of spin the bearing a little bit, and it gets the stuff like in the little places, in the little voids, and then like pack it some more. Okay, so I gone ahead and packed the other side. I'm just gonna put the covers back on. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Hear the popping sounds. It's hard to actually get it back on. It's so full. There's nowhere for the grease to go, so you know that thing is 100% full of grease. There it is. Yuck! What a mess. Okay, just clean that up, and I'm pretty much done for tonight. I didn't have very much lofty goals for tonight. We're just gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I guess I can pop the seal out tonight. It's not too work. Okay, for my last trick tonight, I will pop out the old seal. So the seal, there's a bearing seal on the rotor side, and the other side is open because the speedo thingamajigger holds it in. So all you have to do is get like a pry bar and just pry up on it. It's a little difficult because I don't have the whole wheel in here. Wow, it's not wanting to come out. It's stuck in there pretty well. Oh my god. Yeah, what the hell? Should just come out. So you just gotta kind of have to work it. There we go. So obviously, to get to this point, you need to take the wheel off your bike. I can actually do that too. I can show you how to do that real quick. Oh, there it goes. Whew! All right. Cool. So there's the seal. So well, that's plenty of grease behind it. It's actually still good. It's still good. That's okay. It's okay though. I'm just gonna replace it for the hell of it. So probably want to clean up that crap with the tissue paper or something. Yeah, it's bearings in there pretty tight. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take the bearings out tomorrow. So this is another wheel I have on the bike right now. I'll show you how to take off the front wheel on the DR650. It's super easy, especially if you have a center stand like me. So you need a 10 mil. 10 mil. There you go. 10 mil. And I think you want to loosen the top first. I don't think it doesn't matter too much, but you're supposed to tighten the top. Yeah, you're supposed to tighten the top nuts first. So that would mean you probably should loosen the bottom nuts first then. But whatever. So it's very important that you do not torque these very tight, because these are just studs and they may break. They're very small bolts. Oh, it's just a pinch dealy. Edges on the axle. Oh yeah, before you do this, you may want to loosen the axle too. It'll be easier if it's in there first. So those are loose. All right, so the axle bolt part is a 19. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I don't know. There we go. All right, so it's loose now. Just keep loosening it. I have to take this wheel off the bike anyways, because I'm gonna change the fork seals and the springs tomorrow, hopefully. So I can go ahead and loosen. I'm gonna take these off now. Oh. Speed this up on the video. Speed it up. See, my forks are a little battered here. Alright, so that's the dealie that holds it in, and then all you have to do is loosen these. Yeah, I like the way Suzuki made this. It's very easy to take the wheel off. So you just gotta loosen this all the way, and then it should just come right out. It's I kinda should be holding the wheel up with the other hand right now. Just go in a full circle now. It's always good to work on your bike with the tools you bring on your bike too. So this is not one of them. Eventually it'll come out all the way. Yeah, I think that's good, and then it should just come right out pretty much. You want to kind of get it out of the brake caliper there. So in here. Come on. Come on. Should just come right out now. I see what's going on here. Okay, so you gotta take the axle out all the way too. Take the axle out all the way, then it should free it from the speedo drive. It's being very stubborn. And I'm making it look way harder than it is. I don't know why the axle won't just come right out. It's stuck in here. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down first. Okay, I got it out. So there's the axle. This should just come right out. I don't know why. I think the grease might have been holding it in or something. And then the speedo will just drop and the wheel comes out. So you take the wheel out, and then from there you can work on the bearings. There's a spacer here. Make sure you don't lose that. So I'm just gonna put this back on the bike. Actually, no, I'm not. I already got some dirt on it too. I'm gonna have to clean this thing again. So just make sure you put this in a safe place where it will stay clean, because there's supposed to be grease on it. Since I'm a little bit ahead of I want to get a little bit ahead of myself here. Got a freezer in this garage. I'm going to go ahead and freeze these bearings. So, put them in the freezer. Freeze them now. So, like I said, if you watched putting the bearings on the rear wheel, what we're doing is when you freeze the bearings, they actually shrink, and they should be easier to put into the hub, because they're kind of press fit in there, you know, and yeah, so there it is. So I'm just gonna leave these in here overnight. You probably don't have to. I would say maybe 30 minutes to an hour will be okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat the hub with the heat gun, and when you heat it, it's gonna expand, and then these are shrunken, so they'll just slip right in. So you just gotta remember how far they went in. So you just make sure you take a note or take a picture of how the position of the bearing is before you take the old ones out, and then so you know how far to drive these ones in, so you don't mess them up. HadesOmega out.